Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing? I see that Shades of Grey. I don't know if she's still in here, but she was. Well, that would be awesome, Shades of Grey. I mean, if we can get enough people in here that want to play, we can play. No problem. Hi, Chris Miller. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you got back from the beach? Nice. I'm not close to any beaches, but I'm glad that you are. Hi, Adam. How are you, honey? Good to see ya. Yeah, I almost didn't want to go live. I don't know. I was just wasn't feeling it, but I want to go live at least once a week if, I can. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. That's awesome. Hi, Cool Gamer. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Always nice to see you. Yeah, but I want to try to go live at least once a week, and this week I'm going to be busy, so today was the day, I guess. So that's why I said it in my title, we could talk or we could, play trivia if you guys want to. I got 2 trivia games, as you guys know, if you saw last week. Um, oh, thank you. I didn't feel like being on camera today. I mean, I could say hi and cam up if you want me to, just for a minute. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I have the 80s and 90s music trivia, which I don't know why they call it that because it's got a little bit of everything. It's got TV shows, movies. It's got 5 different categories. All right, well, sugar, you don't need to be here. Okay. But and then I got one. It's sort of just like a true or false random fact, kind of game. It's kind of fun. It's got some useless, knowledge. You might never know what you'll hear. So it's kind of fun. But yeah, it's up to you guys and how many people we can get in here um, on what we do. We can talk or play. So it might be a short live or it could be a long one. So have you guys had a good week so far? You guys got anything cool going on? I know Chris has just been to the beach, which I don't know if that's something he does a lot. um, yeah, I got let's see, tomorrow, which is Friday. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. We have this thing. It's called the Lincoln Way Byway, and it actually goes through, I think, 4 or 5 different states. And people from all those states will have yard sales, garage sales, you name it, up and down that roadway. I don't know if it's like it's a Lincoln Way Byway. So, but it goes through 4 or 5 different states, and the second weekend of every August, I think it starts today actually until Sunday. And it's, oh my gosh, if you love going to yard sales and garage sales and things like that, oh, you might make it through 2 towns and your day's done. It's like you will shop till you drop. And, get to talk to different people. I like talking to people, strangers. I like, seeing how they are and, talking a little talk with them and trying to make them smile. I always try to make people smile. Like I said, it doesn't really matter how small the act of kindness is. it could go a long way for anybody. Because only God knows what we're going through, what everybody's going through, you know? And so I try to be nice. I try to talk, strike up a conversation with people, and I really enjoy doing that, along with finding all kinds of neat, cool things. Hey Ray, how are you? Haven't seen you for a little while. Good to see ya. That's how I am. Yeah, well, that's good, Adam. I think that's a good quality to have. I mean, I could probably talk to just about anybody, really, even if it's just about the weather. you know, it's nice to meet new people and things like that. So yeah, my daughter took 2 days off work, and that's what we're going to be doing for the next couple days. I hope we have lots of fun. Good to see you too. I mean, some of these people even hold, those like food vans, the food trucks and stuff. They'll even, find a good spot and park, and you can find something to eat while you're out there shopping. it's loads of fun. My kids really enjoy it. Well, my daughter more than my son, but hi Night Owl. Hi sweetheart. Good to see you. Always good to see you. A couple of my good friends, they had things going on tonight, which, life is way more important than little old YouTube, but it's really good to see Night Owl. She's a good friend on YouTube for me. It's been kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. From all I've seen and heard on YouTube here lately, wow. That's all I can say is wow. People blow my mind. But, I've gotten to the point where it doesn't really bother me anymore. All I can do is laugh about it, really. Oh, um, yeah, if any of you guys do pray, I would ask for you guys to say a little prayer for my friend Kim. She's having some health issues, and she could really use some good prayers. Yeah, right, Ray? I seen you in a couple chats and I was like, oh, okay. But hey, I don't care. I don't did it up to me. Oh, I'm in the sea animal mood. Really? What have you like what does that mean? I don't know. You're a sea animal? Okay, well, what kind of sea creature are you, Ray? Oh my goodness. I like sea animals. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. You know, I deal with health issues too. I'm sure as you guys do too. So prayers does help. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, Night Owl. You're a walrus. I could kind of see that. I don't know what you look like, but I don't know. I feel it. Could you? What would I be? I don't know. I think I'd be a sea otter. I think it's cool. They just kind of lay back and eat their food and just glide along the water. Is that a sea creature or is that not? It's kind of not lobster. Oh, okay, Night Owl. Crab. I know. A whale. Yeah, those suckers. I would love to go on an Alaska cruise and go whale watching. I think that would be just amazing. It make you feel like you were just a speck of the earth because oh my God, they look massive. I think that'd be so cool to see. And I don't know, I think that the otter is the funniest animal of the ocean. Oh, are you? For real? That's cool. It is, but I think there's a sea. Oh, nice. That would be awesome. No, I think if I'm not wrong, I think that the cruises there in Alaska are pretty close to the land, which if I ever went on a cruise, I would have to see land. I don't think I could be to where I couldn't see any land. That would I freak me out. You've been on 3 cruises, really? Awesome. Not to Alaska though. Have you ever looked into those, Night Owl? And you could do some whale watching and stuff like that. Oh, it looks amazing. I've never been on a cruise. No. But do you see land when you go on the cruise, Night Owl? I just don't think I could do it. I mean, if I saw land, even if it's far away, I think I'd be okay. I think I could handle it. Because there'd be that glimmer of hope in case. I've never been on a plane either, and oh, I just don't know. I mean, I know we all die at some time, and you're more likely to probably die in a car accident, but just not being on the ground when you die, kind of, I don't like that. Same with flying. Yeah, never done that. Yeah, and it in a way you're okay with not doing it. It's like if I can't drive there or take a bus or a train or whatever, then it's not meant to be. I watched these 2 guys on YouTube cruising with Ben and David. I shared their channel, and you can see it is it it's fun. The ships are huge, and you don't even know you're in the water. Really? Wow. Yeah, maybe if I didn't go up to the deck to where I could see, where I was, I'd be okay. Okay, Night Owl. Thank you. We leave Sunday morning and come back Friday. Oh, really? So really, you leave, you only get like one day, Ray? That's crazy. Yeah, it's like a city on the sea. I tell you what, they were, back when Walking Dead was a show. I'm a big Walking Dead fan. I almost tried to get on the Walking Dead cruise just because, like, some of my favorite actors was gonna be there. I was like, oh my god, that'd be so cool. Now I'm thinking, well, what if you don't get to see the land? Like, what if you're out there? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. But I was fortunate enough to get to meet some of the cast at a convention, and so it was great. Yeah, I would love to do something like a celebrity kind of cruise thing. That would be neat. I don't know. My aunt and uncle seem to like them, but I don't know. That's all July to October. Then we go in the ocean and stay out there. Oh wow, that's crazy, Ray. Well, kudos for you. We used to watch that one show. I forget what it's called now, but they were fishermen. And I'm thinking, man, these guys are nuts with all the storms and what they got to go through, and that work looks so hard. I'm like, you just got to be cut out to do it. Hey, Brad. Hi, sweetheart. Hope you're doing good. See, you don't know it. You're having fun, so you don't worry. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Night Owl. Yeah, I used to watch that all the time because it's fascinating. Yeah, Deadliest Catch, that's it. But weren't they like after like tuna and what was the other one? Marlins, I think. I don't know. You're okay? Well, I'm glad you're here, Brad, regardless of what your day's been like or your week. I'm always happy to see ya. Yeah, I titled this talk or trivia. It's up to you. So if you guys would like to play trivia, I'm more than well. I'm down with it. But if not, that's cool too. We can just chit chat. You know. I know last week we only had Brad and was it McKenna up here, and I just felt like, man, I wish they had some more, people to play with them. That's it's like playing Monopoly with two people. You can only have so much fun. It's played up for the TV. Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't watched ever since I moved into this house. I swear I hardly ever watch TV. I just don't. Like YouTube is my TV or Netflix or something like that. Me too, Night Owl. That's why I said yeah, I don't think you were here yet, but I almost didn't go live today because I just I'm having one of those days where I'm having a flare up, and it's not like I'm not in agony, but it's just very annoying. Yeah, I mean, because think about it, whatever you're in the mood for is on YouTube. There's a channel for everything. So, yeah, I mean, oh, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. I mean, I just would like to try to keep, try to be a little assistant, like, or consistent. That's the word, consistent. And go live at least once a week. It's been hard to want to though with everything going on YouTube. It's like, do I really? But I like hanging out with you guys, so that's why. And I'm thinking, you know what? I know I'm not a drama channel or anything that's exciting and So I guess it could be boring. So it is damp and rainy near you. Is it? Oh, it rained all last night and it rained into the morning, but I think by noon, 1 o'clock ish, it started clearing up. Wait, I haven't been watching a lot of that. Oh, yeah, well, you're not really missing a whole lot, Night Owl. I think I've gotten the crap load of the bull BS, whatever you want to call it. You know, I've been hearing all kinds of new things I never knew about myself. But I'm glad that I can laugh about it, like, because 2, 3 months ago, I wouldn't be laughing. Yeah, I do, Night Owl, and that's why I'm even here. Like I was told by somebody, I need to find my tribe. And the people that I have here is my tribe because you guys are very nice, down to earth, big-hearted people who don't want to argue, who don't want to just be nasty, and I appreciate that because I don't want to be that way. Okay. Well, Brad, if we can find somebody else who would want to come up, or a couple people who would like to come up, that we could get that going. No problem. And you don't have to be, cammed up or anything. So, Anyone who comes to YouTube to downgrade others has more problems. Yeah, exactly, Ray. Exactly. Hello, D Designs. Oh, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. Well, thank you. I appreciate you popping in to say hi. Yeah, I hope you are well too, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're doing good. But yeah, it's just been crazy, and it's heartbreaking. It really is sad to see the lengths that people will go, you know. But what can you do? All I could do right now is just laugh about it. I know you don't, Brad, silly. I know that. But other people might be shy. But yeah, I know a few of our regulars are not able to make it tonight. They got things going on. So yeah, if you know, the link is pinned. So if we could get at least 2 people, 3 would be awesome, 4 would be amazing. Then we can get a game going. I'm all for it. It's so good to see you, D Designs. Really is. Takes me back. I haven't seen you in a long time. I don't know where you go to now, so we don't cross paths like we used to. Boy, the way YouTube changes within a year, 2 years, it's crazy. But I mean, it's kind of awesome because you get to interact with people, and I like doing that. I like talking to people. Hey, Maddie, good to see you, hon. I hate when you have to sneeze. Yeah, I know, and you get that really like twingy feeling in your nose. It almost tickles. Look at the light. Yeah, that helps my daughter. Like if she walks outside, it's the funniest thing. If she looks at the sun, she starts sneezing. You're donating plasma? Oh, well, I've heard, I don't know. Is it worse than, uh, like giving blood? Okay. Hey, Brad.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm okay.
You're okay? That's good.
Yeah, it's been rainy here all day, so I've been hurting, but it's alright.
Oh, I know. I feel ya. We had the rain last night into the morning, and my whole body hurts. Hey,
Well,
John Boy Art.
well, I got a metal plate in my chest, shrapnel on my knees, my shoulder, my back.
Ouch. Yeah.
So
My,
weather, not my friend.
no, rain is never anybody's friend that's been injured. I just deal with like arthritis and degenerative and fibro. So it lets me know when it's gonna snow or rain.
Yep, I got the same issue. When it's going to snow, my left knee hurts a little bit if it's a little bit, but if it's a lot, both knees are hurt and my back will bother me.
I tell you what, I think knee pain is one of the worst pains. If I had to pick between the back and the knees, those are the worst pains.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I did. Oh, I'm sorry, Brad. I did love your art, John Boy. That was amazing. I'm still looking for a frame. But what was you gonna say, Brad?
I was just gonna say, yeah, I know, and especially the chest pain. If you got a metal plate, that really hurts.
Oh, I don't know if it would help you. Do you have like any type of heating pads?
I used to, but it doesn't really help.
No? Oh.
Plus, my lower disc and the disc in my lower back are thinning and rupturing.
Oh boy.
It's I used my body like an amusement park when I was a kid.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, I lifted up the rear end of cars so people could change the tire because, well, I knew I could for one, and for two, I had to win the bet.
Yep, guys in their competition, huh?
Hmm.
Hey, Shar. Good to see you, sweetie. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Yeah, I would like to find a place where it's like dry heat, dry cold, like
Well,
no. They say
Ari-
Arizona is the best place for that. My doctor told me
Arizona's
that.
Arizona's got a dry heat, but if you have a problem with the Texas heat, then Arizona ain't for you.
Well, see, my problem has always been my family. I never wanted to leave my family.
I understand that.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason why I'm still in New York.
Really?
Yep, I got a
Is
little brother who lives here.
Oh, okay.
The rest of my family's in Texas.
I don't know how Texas people tolerate that heat. I think between Texas and Florida, their heat is like the worst.
Well, Florida is not so bad. It's humid. The humidity is what gets you in Florida.
Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right. The humidity.
And Texas heat, well, I grew up 13 years down there. I go down there in the summer. I'm used to it.
Yeah, you're adapted to it. Certain places I think you need to be adapted to to
Well,
tolerate it.
well, I might be moving to Alaska.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I got a chance to buy some land out there.
Uh-huh.
To be precise, an island.
Oh, okay.
And I might just move out there and live off the grid and be by myself and be happy.
Well, if that would make you happy, I certainly hope that happens for you.
What would
I
make
think
me
Alaska
happy?
is beautiful, but I don't know if I could live there every day.
Well, you see, there's a towards the lower end of Alaska. It's not so cold and it's not so snowy.
Okay, now do you need a plane to get you to and from, or are you able to
I
drive?
would I would need a float plane or a boat.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I thought.
The
Hi,
nearest
Cushy.
the nearest town to the island is Prince of Wales, Alaska.
Oh, okay.
In the winter, it's got a population of about 60.
Wow. So you're really out there.
Oh, yeah. The place that I have a chance to get was on TV.
Oh,
I don't,
okay.
I don't know if you ever followed the Alaskan Bush people.
Yes, I did.
It's their island.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I
They,
used to watch them all the time.
they still own it. Billy passed away. Em reached out. She wants to get rid of it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I knew he passed away.
I've known Bill. I knew Billy when I was a kid.
Oh, really? That's
Same with
cool.
same with Em. They good people. Salt of the earth. Awesome people.
They seem like they're good people. I mean,
Just
yeah,
every,
I mean, I don't know. You can never tell what is real and what's not, when they go to doing
well,
the show and not.
I will say this with Billy, he's a sweet guy. He was a sweet guy. Give you the shirt off his back. Just
Uh-huh.
don't make him mad.
Right. Well, yeah. You don't want to
I
make any.
seen him when he was younger. I seen him pick up a bike and throw it at a dude.
Oh.
So yeah, don't make him mad. And M is like the exact opposite of him. He was violent and mean and out and nasty. And when him and M got together, it mellowed him out and it like balanced him.
Oh, wow. Who was my favorite? I'm trying to think of what his name was. He was the climber, the guy who liked to climb
Yeah,
everything. Yeah, he was
yeah.
my favorite in the whole family.
Bear's a cool dude.
He seems to be,
But I always liked Gabe a little bit better because he was always making things and tinkering around and
yeah, yeah, that's cool. I didn't like the one brother who thought he was like the intellect of the family,
that's
like the
Gabe.
brain. Yeah, he was. I
That's
don't
Gabe.
know.
He was always thinking and well gee, let's see what happens if I put this with this and how's it gonna fit and yeah, that's Gabe.
Yeah. Hi, Kimberly. Oh, good. Okay. Well, we should be here, honey. You be careful going home.
Yes, Kim, drive safely.
Matt was cool too, Ray. I liked Matt.
Yeah, Matt was a good dude. Matt has been struggling with his with alcohol
Oh, really?
and other substances, mainly alcohol though.
Hopefully he'll get some help for that.
Oh yeah, he's last I knew he was in rehab and doing good. He went into a long term rehab.
Good, good, good. Because
But
that's one thing that will destroy your life is alcohol.
oh I know, I used to be quite the drinker.
I had a short period of time in life where I liked to drink a lot, and it didn't
Well
get me nowhere. It just,
then when I say quite the drinker, there's a bar there was a bar here in town that was called Happy Trails.
uh-huh.
And everybody knew me there to the point to where when I would walk in, the barmaid or the bartender would literally set a tray on an oar, put 6 shots of Jack Daniels on it, a Long Island iced tea, and slide it over to me. Not say nothing, just slide it over to me. Nobody would sit near me. And if somebody looked at me wrong, I threw them through a plate glass window.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank God you're not that guy no more.
No, I had I got PTSD and a bunch of other issues, and I
Right.
was,
Well,
I
we
was
all do.
medicating with alcohol.
Right. Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest reasons people drink it to medicate themselves.
Yeah, well, because of my PTSD, I was trying to drink myself into oblivion every night.
Yeah. That's no good. It
And
doesn't get you nowhere.
it works for a very short period of time, then it doesn't.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I
you
don't
know?
know. Some reason, once I hit 30, I started getting hangovers. Like before 30, I never had a hangover in my life until after 30, and I was like, oh my God,
You
why
want to
did I
know?
even drink?
You want to know what's funny?
What?
I don't get hangovers.
Well, that's cool.
My
I mean,
uncle,
if you're going to do that.
the poor bastard, he got my mom's,
Uh-huh.
his, and my hangovers.
Oh, those things are nasty. I'm telling you what. Well, I'm
we
glad you're
found
back, Adam.
we found that out when he went when I was 8 on New Year's. He didn't drink anything and had a hangover.
Really? So
Yep,
he
my
was
mom.
having, they call it sympathy pains or something?
Nope, he had the hangover. I didn't have one. My mom didn't have one. He had our hangovers.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
Yeah, he wasn't the lucky one out of the bunch, that's for sure.
No, I think if I would have had hangovers, I probably would have stopped drinking a lot sooner than I did.
Oh, they're horrible. Like, and now if I drink like a good amount, it won't leave me for like 3 days. It's like,
Oh,
what the heck would I? Well, that wasn't worth doing that. I mean, for a couple hours of fun.
the only thing I drink now is I drink what's called Dalmore whiskey. It's single cigar malt
Uh-huh.
Scottish whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the distillery where it's made, they only put out like maybe 1,500 bottles a year.
Oh.
So it's really
Ray wants to know when you quit. When did you quit?
which time.
I would say the last time probably.
Well, I started back up again,
Oh, okay.
but I only do it once in a while, and then I'll have a couple of drinks and stop.
Yeah.
But when I quit was
Awesome, Kim.
2004,
2004.
and last year I started again. So like I was sober, no drugs, no nothing except what was prescribed for
Yeah.
like 16, 17 years at least.
Uh-huh. Well, I hope that now you know after all you've been through you have it's just you put it in a priority that you know it's not something you need
No,
to
I
have
do.
and you don't have to have it every week or every day.
I might have a bottle, a glass when I have the money for it. I might have a glass every 4 or 6 months.
That's good.
So
Yeah, I might drink maybe twice a year. That's about it.
yeah, so it's really nothing considering when I was younger, I drank every day
Yeah. Yeah, I
and
wasn't good either.
did other substances.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, when I was a teenager, I had an $1,100 a day coke habit, $1,200 a day heroin habit.
Wow.
So yeah, it wasn't cheap. When I do something, I'm either all in or I don't do it.
Right. Yeah, I get that. I never did no hard drugs, so I can't say that, you know.
Well, you got lucky.
Yeah, I mean, my parents taught me if it ain't grown, leave it alone, meaning just stick with the weed and, you know, things of that sort.
Well, see, that's why I ran into the problem. Coke and heroin are both grown.
Yeah, well,
Heroin,
you know what I
heroin
mean.
is a
You know what
derivative
I mean.
of opium, which is grown. Coke
Right.
is a derivative from the coca plant, which is grown.
Right.
So
But you gotta, you know what I'm talking about. It's not,
yeah,
yeah. Hi, David. Good to see you. Oh, thank you for the like. You have a blessed day too, sir.
yeah, it wasn't a good time when I was a kid.
No, I did sound like it.
Well, I grew up getting the hell beat out of me, and I've been sex trafficked, and not good.
No, no,
So I wanted to get all that out of my head and not have to worry about it. So I turned to drugs instead of other things.
yeah. Well,
Well,
I mean, we all make our mistakes. You know, it's just as long as we learn from them and try to be better, that's what matters.
well, yeah, but I turned to drugs in sports. I wouldn't use when I was playing a sport like boxing or football.
Uh-huh.
So
I
those
tried
were the
to be
two
in
sports I did.
sports. I tried so hard to be in sports and I always got, you're too small. Sorry.
When I played football, I was literally like 5 foot. When I started playing football, I was 3 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Because I started in Texas playing Pop Warner.
Oh, okay. I started
And
trying in middle school.
playing middle school, I was 5'2", 5'3".
Yeah. I've never been that, so.
But I was strong as an ox, and I could knock someone that weighed over 200 down flat. Because I had a lot of aggression in me, and the football field is, well,
It's a
you
good way to
actually
get that out, right?
hit people.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome, Ray. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you choose to live life. It is so much better.
yeah, it's not easy way, but it is the better way.
Definitely. Definitely.
But yeah, it was. I was what they used to call a wild child,
It sounds like it.
but I was good at football. I messed up by putting a couple of kids in the hospital up here.
Oh.
Well, I'm not going to let someone pull a knife or a 357 Colt Python
Oh, heck
and
no.
put it to someone's head or throat.
No. If it's your life or their life, you choose your life.
Well, it
For
wasn't
sure.
even my life. It was the first one pulled a Bowie knife, stuck it to a girl's throat because she broke up with him.
Oh. Okay.
So I was walking down the hall, I seen it, and instead of telling the teacher, I just did what comes
Reactive.
natural.
Yeah, I would have done the same.
And that ended me up with a 2 week suspension.
Oh,
I
geez.
wasn't back 2 hours, and I see this kid pull a 357 Colt Python Magnum, put it to this girl's head.
Oh, my goodness.
So I permanently affixed his wrist to the locker and proceeded to put him in a coma for 6 weeks.
Wow.
And they expelled me.
Oh, man.
A month before graduation, I had all the credits and everything.
So were you still able to get your diploma?
Nope. I had to
Are you
get a
kidding?
GED.
That's crazy.
Even the girl's parents went, both girls' parents went to the school board, argued for me like, we don't need less people like him. We need more people like him.
Right.
Because our kids are alive because of what this man did.
Exactly. I
He,
don't get that.
he acted. He didn't, oh, let me go to the principal. No, he acted.
Yeah.
And as a result, my kid's here. She may not be here if it wasn't. But
Exactly. I don't get it.
but the school board said, yeah, but he just came off of a 2 week suspension for putting someone else in the hospital, and he
Uh-huh.
wasn't back two hours, and he did it again.
Wow.
So we got to think of the other students and make sure it's a safe environment for them. He's known to beat people up and everything.
Yeah, but
But
still, I mean,
I never started a fight.
that guy who brought the knife and gun, I mean, how's he making the school safe?
Exactly. But to be fair, the guy with the gun ended up in special education.
Okay.
He was going to be an honorable. He was going to be valedictorian,
Oh, okay.
and he ended up in special education.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
And the other guy was looking at going to a college for sports.
Uh-huh.
And well, last time I seen him, he changed his tires down at the Walmart
Oh, well, hey,
because his
we all
they,
have choices we gotta make in
they
life.
didn't want him after what I did to him.
Right.
The guy with the
Um,
knife, I broke his left knee, cracked his right one, broke his jaw in 6 places, broke both orbital bones, broke his nose, gave him a extremely severe concussion. So yeah,
wow.
He was hoping.
Yeah, I bet. That's a lot. I
But
just wanted to hold on, Brad. I just wanted to say, Ray, I'm so sorry for your loss. When you're really close, you have a good bond with that person. It never seems to matter how many years go by. It still hurts, and I'm sorry for your loss. And yay, Shades of Grey is back. I was wondering where you were, but yeah, I just wanted to get that out because I
no,
haven't I,
I
I haven't talked
understand
to the
that.
chat for a minute.
I understand that. In April, I lost a really good friend of mine, a father figure.
Oh wow.
And when I say really good friend, I could go to the man's bar that he got, and he wouldn't charge me for drinks if I
Oh
was drinking soda.
yeah.
If I was
Yeah.
drinking other, he'd charge me half price.
Still, that's pretty cool. I mean, there's
So
always going to be that one person, or even a couple people, in life that it doesn't matter the time, that goes by. It's still something you carry with you, you know. Losing my mom was the hardest.
I
I lost I lost my mom and my husband all in the same year. It was
oh
not a good year for me.
yeah, it doesn't sound it, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean it's been almost 3 years now, but and I've gotten to the acceptance part. Like I know that I will no longer see her and until I get to the pearly gates. But I mean, there's days where it just hits you. It just doesn't go away.
I lost my daughter in '96.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
Hasn't been easier since. I lost my daughter '96. In '98, I lost my son.
Wow.
In 2001, I lost my other son. 2002, I lost my other two daughters. In 2004, I lost four sons. In 2010, I lost my last son and my last daughter.
Oh my goodness. That's awful. I couldn't even imagine losing one child. Not, oh my goodness.
Well, the last ones, I take solace in the fact that they went in the military like me and their moms, and well, they died heroes.
Well, yeah.
So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, you always got it, like Cushy just said. You don't sit on it and you look at the silver lining. And, yeah, you have to look at the positives. Like my mom was sick with 4 years. She had lung cancer. And to see what she went through, I'm so happy that she's not suffering anymore. You
Exactly.
know,
Lung
I'm
cancer
so
hits,
happy for that.
lung cancer hits a little close to home. Years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 small cell carcinoma of the lungs.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Lung cancer, final stage.
Oh, oh wow.
They gave me 6 months. I did chemo for 2 months, told them
Uh-huh.
to shove it, went on the dark web, found a holistic, all natural remedy that said that it would cure cancer. The lady been had cured cancer. The original recipe was like the 1800s,
Uh-huh.
and she had cured cancer with it. So I went out, I found all the plants, I got everything together. Boy, did it taste nasty! It smelled worse, and it looked even worse than that. But drinking 1 cup of that tea, I started hacking up this thick, black, tar-like stuff.
Uh-huh.
4 months of that, I went back for my 6 month physical, and the doctor said, "Wait a minute, let me see. Wait a minute. Clearly, you got cancer here, but now there's no sign of it. It's like you never had it." what did you do to cure it? Because I want to know.
Did you
So I
tell
told him.
him?
I blatantly told him. And now that remedy is not even able to be found on the dark web.
Ain't that something? They don't want to help people with cancer.
It's all about money.
Oh, I know.
The reason the lady had to stop in the 40s was, well, 30s, 40s, is the insurance companies went to the doctors and said, if you don't stop referring people to this woman your patients who have cancer, if you refer anymore, we'll pull your license, we'll throw you in jail for 10 years and fine you $25,000
Wow.
because they
Oh
weren't
my
making money.
God. I know they do, but that's awful.
But they
Mountain
weren't
Violet, good to see you, girl.
they weren't making money on it. So why should someone else? Why should they not make money?
Exactly. But I mean, when it comes to cancer, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's different. I mean, it's the same thing with AIDS though.
Yeah.
There was a lady who was working under one of Fauci's friends and under Fauci, and she actually came up with the cure for AIDS in the 80s.
Wow.
And because no money could be made long term, they destroyed her reputation, fired her they made it where she couldn't even work in her field in the US. She had to leave this country and go to, I think she went down to Colombia and work
Uh-huh.
down there in her field. She couldn't do it here in the States. They threatened her life. They threatened the lives of her family.
Dang. That's just heartbreaking, really.
Yeah, it's all about what
I
can
know.
the insurance companies make.
Right.
And to me, I think like this, you're going to make more in the long run if you keep people alive.
Oh yeah. Exactly. You would because you would
So,
have around longer to make money off of them.
so I think logically it would, be in their best interest long term to cure cancer, to cure AIDS, to cure all these other diseases.
Yeah, I think cancer and like Alzheimer's or dementia would be the two top things I would want a cure for in the United States.
Well, you know that I don't know if it still is. I heard through the grapevine years ago that there was a team looking into shark brains because sharks don't get dementia, they don't get Alzheimer's, none of that.
Okay.
So they were looking to see if a protein from a shark's brain could be used to cure it.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about it, looking into it, and seeing that it had potential, and then all of a sudden it disappeared.
Of course. Of
So
course
it's
it.
like, yeah, they probably came up with the cure and they didn't like it.
Right? Kim's home. Yay.
Awesome.
Many are deleted with curses. Yeah. Anybody who has a way to stop suffering, they or tragedy, yeah, they get deleted for sure.
Yeah, because, well, God forbid that they mess with the insurance companies and the government's bottom line, which
Yeah,
is money.
exactly.
Now,
Happy to.
me, I mess with their bottom line all the time. I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I've come up with different things, and if I get when I get a house and everything, I'm really going to go all in on it. But I've got an idea for a engine that can run on water.
That I've heard of like people wanting to do that, but I've never heard of it being a success yet. So that would be awesome if you could do
Well,
that.
You can take wood, regular wood that you would like heat your home with,
Uh-huh.
and you got to do some modifications to your engine, but you can literally run your vehicle on wood.
Right.
On the
Yeah,
smoke from the wood, you can literally run your engine.
that would be neat.
There's a guy, Eustace is his name. I think it's Eustace Conway. He's on a show called Mountain Men.
Oh, okay, I think I've seen that a few times.
He's got a land preserve he calls Turtle Island in South Carolina.
Okay, yeah.
And he did it. He took his old truck, couldn't afford gas to keep gas in it, so he
Uh-huh.
converted it to wood.
That is so cool.
And it ran everywhere.
Yeah, that would be so neat. Not have to worry about gas or anything.
Yeah, that was it. He literally was able to just go out, cut a couple of trees down, and there you go. He's got a mode of transportation, and he can heat his home.
Yeah. Hey, Subhuman, how are you doing? Yeah, if anybody wants to come up and talk, or if you guys want to play a game, be my guest and click on that link, and we'll get something going. Oh my goodness. So how's your week been?
All right.
All right.
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting on 40,000 to clear
Oh,
the
okay.
bank so that I have a little money on me.
Right. Well, that'll be awesome when it does.
Yeah, hopefully it'll clear tomorrow or Saturday.
Yeah, that
Because
would be great.
I want to go to the fair that they're having, and right now I just don't have the money.
Well, she's more welcome to come up if she wants to. I am working on my fence. I could use your help. Sorry, I'm not there to help.
If I was there,
I
I'd help out.
Yeah. Ray says, I know a guy diving, or no, it should probably be driving an 80s Chevy with about 350 that gets 1,000 plus miles to a 20-gallon tank with hydrogen setup. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was a guy back in 1965, 64 that actually came up with a carburetor that would get like 400 miles to the gallon.
Wow.
And Ford bought the patent and they renew the patent every year, but it sits on a shelf somewhere. They don't use it.
Of course not. Well,
It
Shade,
would,
you're more welcome to come up, honey, if you want to talk. I know what it's like having a rough week. Yeah, of course they wouldn't do that.
no, it all comes down to money.
Everything does. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of
Money
it.
and power.
I don't mind. I wouldn't mind having enough money to keep me comfortable, but I really could care less about money, really, when it comes down to it.
Well, I've had millions of dollars, lived in the penthouse of casinos like Caesars, MGM, and I've lived out on the street in a tent.
Wow, those are two extremes.
And I've never been happier than living in a tent. Having to
I've
hunt.
always I've always believed that living life simply brings more happiness.
Oh yeah, I had to hunt or fish or trap for my meals every day.
Uh-huh.
If I didn't get anything, well, I didn't eat,
Right.
and I was
I,
happy with it.
if I had millions of dollars, like say I won the lottery, I would have just enough to where I'm okay and my family's okay, and then the rest would go to charity. I would help somebody.
I donated a lot to charity, and I mean when I say a lot, the only charity I really donate to is cerebral palsy
Oh, okay. That's a
because
good
I
one.
got a I got a sister who has cerebral palsy.
Uh-huh.
She's never walked a day in her life. She's 2 years older
Oh.
than I am, and mentally, on a good day, she's about 13.
Oh, okay.
So I donate a lot to cerebral palsy, and when I had the money,
Mm-hmm.
I it was not. I mean, one year I donated 14.9 million.
Wow.
Just wrote out a check and sent it to him.
That's great.
But now I don't have it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I mean. It really, I don't know how to put it into words.
That
Money's
yeah,
great to have, but it shouldn't, your world shouldn't revolve around it,
right. And
you
Ray,
know?
that's a good idea to if you can get a big enough place to do. Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of animals that
I would love to donate to
well,
animal
they just
shelters.
need a good forever home.
They do. And it would be nice for people to go to shelters and, get an animal that way
Well,
because it really helps out.
I know one thing if I go to Alaska, I know one thing I'm going to do before I
What's
go.
that?
I'm going to go down to New Orleans
Okay.
and I'm going to speak with Tia from Villa Lobos.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to adopt some animals, but I'm also going to try to say if I can partner up with her in Alaska and start an animal shelter up there. Like what
Oh,
she
that would
said.
be cool too. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
because
understand.
she
This is
doesn't kill the animals.
no, well, that's good. I would love for all shelters to be that way. I don't understand why they don't bus the animals to the retirement homes daily. That would be a wonderful thing if they could, Ray.
That would be an awesome thing, and the old people would appreciate it because they'd have something to look forward to every day.
Exactly. It would give them something to live for,
Yeah,
you know? My hubby always says if I won the lottery, I would be broke in a month because I would give it to everyone I thought needed it. He's not lying, but I would also make sure we were okay too. That's great, Shades.
I understand that, Shades. That's pretty much what I did. I made sure that I set up certain things for family members and their kids, and well, I gave the rest of it, a lot of it away.
Yeah.
In fact, it's
Uh,
kind of funny. There's a YouTube guy called Mr. Beast,
oh, yeah, yeah.
and it's funny because what he's doing, I did before YouTube got big.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
I used to go around, see families struggling or whatever, and be
Uh-huh.
like, "What do you need? Come on, I got you." Put them up in hotel rooms for a couple of months. Give
Yeah.
them 50, $60,000 here. Take them to the store. Buy what you need for the kids. Buy
Mm-hmm.
whatever you guys need. I got you.
See, and
Well,
I think that's amazing when people do that. But some of these people like Mr. Beast, they make a living. I mean, I don't know, how do I say this? They're bringing more attention. I don't think if you're going to be someone who wants to be like that, I don't think you have to have a camera there to record it. Like, look at me, look what I did.
yeah,
Look how good I am.
they're
You
doing it
know?
for content.
Right.
I did
Right.
it just because I could. I mean, there was a family that I kind of recognized the father a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Turns out we were in the same area in the service, and he'd gotten injured, so he was in a chair now. And they
Uh-huh.
were on the streets. I said, no, 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 this ain't going to do.
Right.
They were living in Vegas. I said, this ain't going to do. I went to the real estate agent with them. I said, give me your best house that you state that he could swing and make his own.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, it's got to be in a gated community. When everything was said and done, $1,786,448 later, I moved them into their home
Wow.
because he was a vet. I'm a vet.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be on
And
the
let's
street
just
with
face it, our vets are not getting treated the way they should, you know?
No,
And
they
that's
don't.
heartbreaking. That's really heartbreaking.
I mean, what did it for me was he had 8 kids.
Wow.
I, I
Oh, yeah.
couldn't let I couldn't let 8 kids
Family.
plus 2 adults live in a van.
No, no. I wouldn't be able to do that as well. I couldn't. No, if I was able to, I help everybody I could.
That's why I ran into the mistake. I started helping too many people, and the word got around. Hey, this guy will help you out if you need it.
Yeah, like, hey, friend.
And the next thing I knew, I went, well, I did a job because I was a mercenary at the time, so I was getting paid good money.
Yeah.
But I went in 3 months' time. I went from $10 million in the bank to $2 million.
Wow. That's a massive decrease.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
by
yeah.
giving it out and hey, you need a hand with your grocery bill? Here, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Nine out of 10 times I didn't ask him. I'd see him pull out an EBT card and just look at the cashier and go and hand her the money.
Uh-huh.
And never let the person know what just happened. All of a sudden the cashier saying you don't know, it's already been taken care of.
Oh yeah, and just imagine how many people you've helped, not just like financially, but I mean that kindness. It was something they'll never forget, and it made them better people.
Oh yeah, I believe that everything comes around. Kind of like karma,
Right.
but I've changed it to Christianity.
Right. What you reap is what you sow.
Right. The goodness you put out will come back to you. Might take 20 years, 40 years.
And it
But
might not
it'll come
even
back.
happen on earth, but you'll receive your rewards in heaven.
Yeah.
Kim, you're more welcome to come up. You know that, girl.
Hey, if you guys don't want me up, I'll step down and be in the chat.
No, 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 no. Kim was just that she didn't know if she could come up too. That's
No,
silly.
I'm just saying, if she's shy, I'll step down and
Oh, Kimberly's not shy.
yeah, she doesn't strike me as the shy type.
No, she's not. She's not shy. Yep. Thank you, Kush. I don't know. I've had 6 people, but I never tried to see if I could have more people.
It gets chaotic.
Yeah, 'cause you got people like talking over each other.
I did a live on one of my other channels where I had 6, 7 people come up,
Uh-huh.
and oh my God, I had to tell everybody right from the jump. Listen, if you want to say something, raise your hand.
Bye, Ray. Thank you for coming. It was nice seeing you. Be careful. All right. Hey,
Take it easy,
Kimberly.
boy. Hey, Kimberly.
Bye. Hey, how are you?
You don't have to ask to come up, girl. You being silly.
Well, I mean, I was listening, and to Brad, and yes, I don't have my glasses on. That's Brad, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Brad.
I'm like, I've been out in the heat and just, oh my gosh, the doctor's appointment went way too long.
Yeah, I would say so.
I told Kim, I just can't get a break. I'm just ready, but I keep my spirits up because what do you do if you just want to? You can't just crawl in a corner and mourn away. That's not fun at all. Let's not do that. Just push through and keep going.
That's all you can do.
Yep.
yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, you were there for what, 3 hours?
Just about.
Good night.
Good God.
When did they were they able to look at your X-ray or?
No, they'll put it on my my chart
Uh huh.
when they send the results back to my primary.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just the yearly physical, so I
So
didn't
they'll get
expect
a
it to
hold
be
of you if
wrong.
it's something that's needs.
Needs to be fixed or redone,
Yeah.
yeah. Because it's
Okay.
on the hand that I had noticed it was just a little sore, and where they did the carpal tunnel release surgery on my right hand,
Uh huh.
and that was the only thing that was waking me up in the middle of the night that led to the diagnosis of a carpal tunnel, and I needed it. It was just my thumb and
Uh huh.
just that, like the right hand side under, or basically
Oh.
by my
Oh.
thumb, and it affected my index and middle finger. And I was like, no, that's my good finger. I need that. Someone cuts me off a toothpick. No, I'm just playing. Y'all know I'm jokes. Jokes, jokes, jokes. Or
Yeah,
Hi.
am I?
Good to
I
see
haven't
you.
had to have
Lisa.
it, but I know someone who's had carpal tunnel surgery, and
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad, but boy, it hurts.
Oh, I
oh
can
yeah,
imagine. Oh,
they can really get bad, especially when it's gonna rain or something. You'll feel it.
Mm-hmm.
right. Do you
I
think
just,
women are as smart as men?
Yes,
Oh,
of
I
course.
would say so. What do you think, ATL?
my ex is very intelligent, and so am I.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'd beat me in chess, but more often I won.
Uh-huh.
But that's because, I mean, even if we weren't playing chess on a board, I'll
Uh-huh.
play chess on my phone, I'll play chess on the computer.
Right. That's your
And
game.
I've went against grandmasters. I beat a grandmaster when I was 10.
Wow.
Wow, that is.
So I've always loved chess.
ATL says he's still doing research.
Ugh, why is
I
see?
always do research on chess.
Well,
See?
he's researching to see if women are as smart as men.
Well, I think
Well,
they are. I think my husband, I give him more of the credit now because he's a veteran and he's very intelligent and um but like I lost a lot of I'm just I have some difficulty cognitively because of the MS and its essential nervous system, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So I like stutter or I you know just it's just so much going on, but
Yeah.
um I don't think that I'm not intelligent and give
don't
him just all the credit, because when I was in nursing school, I held a 3.75 grade point average. Like,
wow.
so I'll tease and say, well, I used to be smart. MS
Yeah,
came and changed my brain, but that's okay.
well, don't ever feel self conscious about stuttering, Kim, because honestly, if I get really mad at someone, I still stutter at times.
Yeah, you're sweet. You're a sweetheart.
My
I,
mind goes blank if I'm like under
Mm-hmm.
pressure or like
Yes.
someone's got me on the spot.
Mm-hmm. You go
I'm
like,
like, like
I
what?
I
when
never
that
have to
happens to
worry about
me,
that.
it's like they call it space out or zone out or like
Yeah.
my husband once said sometimes and I even would question it, do I have ADHD? What's going on with me? And he would tease me like he says, baby, you're like talking about something and then you're like, ooh, a squirrel. He's just all
Yep,
over the place.
I
that's
say, ooh,
me.
a butterfly, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
me.
So I'm like, he has
I
to
still
Yeah.
reel
have
it back
ADD and
in.
ADHD. It's really
And
bad.
I even told Kimmy once, my Kimmy bear, to that when I'm on panel, if I'm going on and on, just please say, okay, shut up now and let someone
I
else,
can't
because,
do that.
and she
I
goes, I
can't say
can't
shut
do
up.
that. And I'm like, well, then do it nicely. Like everybody that loves me, around, my husband, my best friend, over 35 years, they'll reel me in like, okay, back to what you're saying, or pause and let someone respond, because I try to have control over it, but sometimes you don't, because of where the lesions were at and scarred over in my brain. And there's no cure, and there's nothing once it's happened and scarred over. You can't get that back.
Right.
So
No,
I'm just thankful I'm still able to walk. Sometimes it gets bad and I have to use a walker, but hey, I told God when I found out I had this, I was like, God, if you continue to allow me to use these legs, well, then I'm going to use them. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to throw myself into a wheelchair and just give up. Mama
Yeah.
didn't raise Mama didn't raise no quitter.
Right. Yeah.
Kim,
So,
I can understand that. Back in 2000, my back went out.
oh goodness.
And I was I mean, I had no feeling, no movement, my legs, my toes, nothing. I was in a chair for a month.
Mm,
I told the doctor when he said I was going to be in the chair forever, I said, nope, in 1 month's time, I'll push
mm-hmm.
that chair in.
Yep.
The doctor looked at me and said, if you do that, I'll give you my paycheck.
Oh, I hope you collected.
1 month later, I was leaning on it, but I pushed it in
Yeah.
because I did everything that I knew to do to get my
Mm-hmm.
legs back to working.
That is amazing.
And
That is a
sometimes that meant dragging my feet all around the apartment and dragging myself belly crawling and pulling myself
yes.
up. I mean, I got really good at balancing on my hands.
Yeah.
That's a
But
very,
Well, I
very
I
inspiring
truly believe the
testimony.
mind over matter thing. If your mind's strong enough
Mm-hmm.
to, be so committed on doing something, it's gonna happen. You
Yeah.
know.
I can say that that's true to an extent. I've been shot, stabbed, tortured, and I was able to just put it out of my head
Mm-hmm. Oh
because
yeah.
of
Hey, you
all the
can.
pain, all the pain I got growing up, getting abused and
Yeah.
sex trafficked and all that. I got used to
Oh,
just going somewhere in my head and
that
leaving
is
my
so.
body behind.
That's heartbreaking. I am so
It is
sorry.
heartbreaking.
Anyone that has to deal with that, that is not okay, and it breaks my heart. Like,
No, but I went multiple times. I went back in willingly. After I got out, I went willingly back in to get other kids out.
you're amazing. That's an amazing testimony too.
And I still got issues with the fact that I could have gotten more out, but they didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
So I stopped trying to help out the teenagers and started helping out the babies and the toddlers and the little bit older ones.
Right.
And I took a lot of beatings for it.
Oh gosh, I just cannot. Kim even knows. Like, I have 3 major pet peeves, and that is the neglect and abuse of small children, infants, and small children, and the elderly, and animals.
Yes. Oh,
Defenseless. They are the ones who depend on others to help them and all of that. And it's just, I can't deal. I
part of the
just
reason part of the reason my back is so messed up is I've been hit in the back with everything from PVC pipe, wooden dowels,
ah
Singapore chains, lead pipes, copper pipes, concrete filled pipes. Those are the worst.
Yeah, I bet.
And then when they did it, they like to strap me over a radiator.
oh my gosh.
So
Wow.
I took a lot of abuse on my body, but you know what? I wouldn't change it.
Wow.
Even to this day, I still help people get out of that type of situation.
And God bless you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like in tears. I'm sorry.
Well,
Um,
I'm just too emotional.
I'm a member of a what's called a black bag group that the federal marshals know about, and all they do is go around hunting pedophiles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And I happen to be that leader of it, so I don't have to do all the traveling anymore. Thank God. It got so bad that I was in a different city every hour.
Oh goodness.
Wow.
So I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore. But I still talk with the guys that are in the field and everything, and I'm like, okay, well, how big's the place? And then I come up with the plan, and I treat it like a military operation.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
smart.
you're okay, Kim. Unfortunately, we had to go to a daycare center in Schoharie County where I live.
Uh-huh.
Some of those are just as bad.
And we couldn't get all the kids out in time.
Oh, I know that was probably very heartbreaking for you.
Considering I was the one who found where they just threw the bodies, yeah.
Oh gosh.
It it got to me, I'll put it that way. It pissed me off is what it did.
Yeah.
Right. Of
If it
course.
hadn't been for some really good friends of mine, I would have killed the people. I would have
Jeez.
straight up killed them and
Yeah.
threw their bodies away like garbage.
I just don't, I just it makes me like I think me and Kim were talking once off YouTube about like how how could like like say a parent like how can you like look at your children in the face while you're killing them? It
Yeah,
is cold and just empty. Like completely possessed or with no feeling? Like literally, when I had my first child when I was 21, and she's 26 now, and she's amazing. But it was like for the first time, it was like almost like seeing your heart walk outside of your body.
yep.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, I couldn't imagine anyone ever hurting our children or our grandchildren. And I've never been a bad tempered, angry person, but I can be
Right.
there. I can get there quick, unfortunately, if anyone is messing with my friends and my loved ones and my children, just like I'm always, I don't want to, but I will.
Well, see, I've
Don't
always,
push me to that edge because I don't have to. I have maybe not enough strength to hurt somebody, but I remember my brother telling me one time that, you know, he said, "Yeah, but heck, you could cuss them out to the point where they're in tears."
yeah,
Yeah.
or if they're a guy, a swift kick between the legs will hurt him very bad.
Right?
Yeah. Hi, Adam.
Um,
Hey, Adam.
um, yes, like Shades of Grey, that
Hi, how
is,
are you?
and cushy. Humans
Hey
are made
guys.
to care, so it's like they're not human.
No,
Yeah, they're not.
there used to be, years ago, there was a dog that ran around town in Copelsville where I live. And I got to where I was friendly with it. I used to feed it, put food out for it, water. It was
Yeah.
kind of like a wild pet.
Mhm.
And I was walking by an alleyway one day and I seen it laying on the ground and I seen the cops with their guns out. I'm thinking, what's wrong? What's going on here? So I went over to the dog and it had rabies. It was foaming at the mouth and everything.
Oh,
Oh,
But because it knew me, I was able to slip my arm around him because I had no fear. So I slipped my arm around him. I patted him, and then I broke his neck. So the last thing he felt was love.
Goodness.
Oh.
Just a minute, guys. Cushy, hun, what is going on in chat? Why is Freeside here for one, and why
Oh,
is she?
we already got him, Kim.
Oh, I know, but like, what is that like?
He has an obsession with Cushy, I think.
And he just won't.
He's just being a troll.
My good. You know what? Let her alone. Don't get me mad because I've already got emotions going real high right now because I'm human and have a heart, unlike the other ones that were horrible to Kim, and I'm not down for that.
I'll say this to all the trolls in the room. I'll say this: you have one of two options. You can leave now peacefully, happily, and that's it. Or you can piss me off. I digitally find you,
Right?
and then I legally handle you in a way that, well, would make the devil himself roll over and say, "Oh my God!"
Right. That's true.
That's your options. Hopefully, you take the right one.
I just, I've always been highly sensitive and overly emotional, and that's just part of my personality, and I just love to love everyone and care for everyone, and I can literally be friends with Satan himself if he wasn't Satan. But when they started in on all that with Kim, and then they called Betty a pedophile, and then they're just like all these like what is so wrong in their own lives? What? Because no one just bullies for nothing. So
They're unhappy.
these adults are that are acting like high school bullies, or however anyone else wants to call it. It's just pure evil and hateful, and you're taking someone like Kim who wouldn't hurt a fly, and she's very sweet, and then they just will find everything, and to this day they are still, from what I hear, because I try not to, I unsubbed from them. They were awful, and I remember on one of them, Kim might remember to say, but which one was it, Kim, that, and they were saying like they changed the name, one of the ones, what took Kim's cry closet. Really?
Yeah.
Like, how mature of you?
Got
Are
all
you
kinds
12?
of troll names between me and
And it's
Cushy.
just sad. Like, and I
Yeah.
even said, I snapshotted what I had put on someone. I can't remember who it was, but they were saying, oh, like they were saying something bad about me, and it was like, oh, she just goes on and on and on. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't ask you to listen.
There's a,
Adam, would
I'm
you
not
be able to
here.
turn your TV down, please, honey?
And
You
it
got your
was
TV in
like,
the background. We can hear it.
I told Kim, I was like, what is their problem? I didn't ask them to listen to anything I said, but I sure was real. They thought I was really nice and good when they were getting my money and
Oh,
gifts.
yeah. Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
you know what? It's one thing to not like my personality or like who I am.
because some just like
But
me.
it's another thing to get hundreds of people against me over your lies and bullshit.
Yeah. Well,
If
and
you
then they
don't like
doxed
me, just
you,
tell
hon.
me. You know?
They doxed you, and that puts
Yeah.
you in danger, and I asked because I looked it up, but not everything on the internet is true. You got to have discernment.
Yeah.
And so I went to my number one, where I know I'm going to get facts, and that's my older brother, who's a detective for the county, sheriff's deputy and detective for the criminal investigations department. And I asked him, and he said that it goes up for that up to a 4th degree felony in Ohio.
Yep.
And you'll pay up to $10,000 in a fine. And if Kim chose to, she could file charges on this one that said it or doxed her. But she chose not to. She was wanting to just, move forward. But they just won't quit. And I'm like, if they're not going to quit, Kim, then I'm going to call the police department.
Thankfully, I haven't seen anything else other than what happened that one day,
And sometimes I think they're just blowing hot air. I mean,
honestly.
honestly.
Oh, yeah. They are.
And
They
if
really
they
are.
think, because I said, if you think, I in that one that I Snapchatted, because they said all that hateful mess, I was like, if y'all think for a minute that anything you say horrible about me, I'm not losing any sleep.
Yeah.
You're a keyboard warrior.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yep.
Step to me and say it in my face if you're brave enough.
There was a guy that still makes videos about BW, and
yeah, it's repulsive.
He was just getting going with it when I started following her.
Mm-hmm.
And I got on him about it because he would come into the room and everything, and I'd get on him. And so he started making videos about me and coming into my room when I would make videos. And it got to the point to where I just looked at the camera and started calling him by his name and said, listen, this is where you live. This is the car you drive. This is how much money's in your bank account. This is how much money you still owe on your vehicle. This is how much money you still owe on your house. This is how much money you just spent on crystal meth. And I went right down to what he spent on toilet paper.
Goodness, that's an investigator to me.
And I asked him point blank, I said, and I can see that you got 12 felony warrants out for your arrest. Would you like the cops to know where you are? Or better yet, I see that you owe the wrong people money. You want them to know where you are?
Exactly.
And it worked for about 6 months. It worked. Left her alone and left me alone, left everybody alone. Then he changed his name and came back.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah, they'll do that.
All those different accounts. Wonder why.
But now when I go live, I welcome them. I welcome the trolls to come at me. Better me than someone who can't handle it.
And honestly, I think it doesn't matter what type of site you're on. I think that they're pretty much just about everywhere. I mean, besides here, they're on Facebook, and it's just it's just really bad all the way around, though.
Oh yeah, it is. It's just repulsive, and it's just like I don't know. Are they allergic to adulting, or they act like they're happy, but normally 9 times out of 10, if a bully is doing it for a reason, they're trying to fill a void of something that they're missing. So why don't they turn their channel into telling their story instead of just being a bully?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Because maybe they don't have the cojones to fess up to what's been done to them. Maybe they can't mentally.
Well, the drama gets more clicks and views and more money.
I was waiting for you to say that, Kim.
Yeah, but
that's why they continue.
Those type of people, I honestly look at them like they're still children who are stuck in that mean girl or mean guy phase of high school.
Right.
And they were popular, and everybody listened to them and did whatever they said, and now they can't get over the fact that they're nobody's working at probably at like McDonald's or something, and got a wife that hates him or a husband that don't like him, kids that don't respect them. So they go online and vent.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just sad, and the big thing is it's not sad, I don't think, but if they knew that, they can say what they want and be hateful. That does not affect me. It has hurt Kim very badly, but she's recovering and she's doing great. I
Yeah.
See,
think. I feel
I don't,
she's not letting them. And
I
I
don't
think
let.
it bugs them more
Oh
that
yeah,
No,
she's not responding to it.
if you,
nope,
if
I won't.
I
I
learned
just
at
get a laugh out of it now.
I
Yeah.
learned at a young age, you really want to piss off your enemies, even if you don't feel like it. When you see them, smile.
Oh yeah. Kill them with
It,
kindness.
it. You live in their head rent free, and it makes them so mad that
Oh
they do
yeah.
something stupid.
Oh, right
Then
now I'm living in a lot of people's heads rent free.
oh yeah. Yeah. Kim is famous. Kim is famous in the heads of these incompetent, ignorant fools.
And that's what they are. They're fools.
Yeah. I'm just like, I just don't take it. Like, I am a good-hearted, sensitive person like Kim, but we have more. We found out than just our name in common, and it's awesome to be able to share a good friendship with her because there's not many, and we've all, been most of us all met for one reason on YouTube because there was the missing little sweetheart Summer Wells. And that just about crushed my heart. It still does when I think about it, but
Well,
that's that's pretty much why we were on YouTube.
on
Yeah,
that on that note, Kim, I will say this: while the story's not getting the publicity it used to, it has progressed to the federal level
That's
because
what my brother told me.
my unit got wind of a couple of leads, and we went and we tracked it down. So it's at the federal level that the government knows we exist, but they don't want to know what we do,
Right.
so that they can say, "Well, we don't know who they are. We don't know what they're doing. They're vigilantes, I guess."
Right.
But I'd say we're pretty much right on the trail, fixing to grab her up and get her from where
Right.
she's at. If
I
she's
sure hope.
still,
I do, because whatever it is, if she is gone, then she's in a better place, we know. But if she's not,
then she needs to be
uh,
gotten out of where she's at.
yeah, and because the latter is just worse. And so, do people, feel it's awful to say? I would much rather her already be in heaven.
Yeah,
With what
yeah,
I've been through, knowing how that whole group of, well, not in a group, that whole
Yeah.
populace of people act and what they do, I would
Right.
rather her be dead.
And then there was the creators that were, for finding and investigating and helping and being supportive, and then you had the ones that were just there to get content and make money. Like, oh my god, like that, you are just that much of a monster.
For
And
whatever
it's
hmm,
very, very sad.
for whatever the reason, I've never been monetized on YouTube, and YouTube can't take me down. The most they can do is strike me, and I don't stop making the content I make. It's political. It's
Right.
very much what's going on, and I just speak my mind. If people
Mm-hmm.
don't like it, fuck them.
Yeah, I agree 100. And you can ask him. And when all this started, months and months and months ago, and they had tore her down so bad that I cried with her. I was hurting, and she was done. She was like deleting my channel or giving it a different name, and or I don't know what I'm gonna do. But she didn't give up. I didn't have anything to do with that because I just was there as a friend to comfort and support. And I said, whatever you want to do, I'll support you either way.
Just
yep,
because
But the fact that she didn't, she didn't even change her name. She kept her channel. And by that, she won the battle.
She did.
Yep.
Yes.
Just because someone's a sweetie and a sweetheart, very nice person, does not mean that you want to mess with them.
They pick
I've
them. They
seen-
knew that they could because she
I've
was
seen
sensitive.
women that were very nice, very empathetic towards everyone,
Mhm.
had great hearts, and then I saw someone hurt someone they know. And that same person, I seen her, well, one girl, I seen her grab another girl right between the legs and break the bone.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Ow.
And this girl would take nothing to giving her last penny to someone
Wow.
who needed it. She was a sweetheart. But the girl had SA'd her niece, and the niece was only 4 months old, so she flipped.
Right.
Oh.
But yeah, she went from nice to that quick, just grab,
Yeah.
break, let go, and laugh.
And like for me, like I don't claim to be innocent. I've taken accountability for some of the things that I would say because I thought they were, the good people or whatever. And that, I would just go along with that. But then it was divine intervention, I think, because I just woke up one day and happened to just check what was going on. I was like, did they just, what? They just hated on Izzy and Betty and Kim and me and Cushy. It was like the 5 or 6 of us, and they were, but that didn't affect me because, I could have cared less either way. Yeah, I'm sensitive and I'm emotionally empathic and just, I'm very loving and giving and kind. But like I was saying, there's so much me and Kim have in common, and it's beautiful because we text each other like what would you say, like every other day or
Yeah, I mean, there's some days it's every day, and then, a day will go by.
because we have different things going on, but we always at least and that is just, she is grateful for that. She shows it by, caring for me back. That feels good. When I wake up and I haven't felt well and I get a text and it's Kim and just checking on you, honey. I just wanted to make sure you were okay and doing okay and I love you, and that means a lot to some people. And it apparently to others it doesn't. And that's fine. Kim,
Yeah, that's cool.
just like me, you
It's
might not
whatever.
be. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like whatever.
Yeah.
We're not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
No,
But I don't.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He'll come over, at least come over every other day. But he'll at least, if he doesn't come over, he'll call or text. Hey, how you doing? What's up?
Right.
We're in here with the kid, with this son or that son, and hanging out with the grandbabies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just love that, and they can say what they want about Kim's channel because it's irrelevant. Nobody cares. when you're over here, like I know now, I know for a fact a few of mine, Cushy and Night Owl and Brad and Adam and a few more. I'm not missing names on purpose. You know who you all are. We're here. Look, this was supposed to be a trivia night, but it ended up being, and still going on, a discussion and sharing. And it's beautiful. That's what Kim really wanted out of her channel.
Oh yeah, I love to interact and talk with people. I mean, I just love to love,
Yeah.
you know.
We both said that.
So,
we just
I
love
don't
to
know how
love.
else to say it. I just
Yeah,
love to
and I
love.
told you, I was like, and can
you
you
know,
believe that that offends people, guys?
yeah, yeah,
People, they are so hateful that me and Kim are the kind of people that we love to love. Well, they love to hate, and they can keep that and keep it
Yeah, I don't want it.
elsewhere.
I don't
Yeah.
well,
need it.
I can say this, and this is from my own personal experience. There was a time in life when I hated myself. I hated
Oh,
life. I hated everybody and everything.
I'm
And
glad, Cushy. I'm
you
sorry,
were
Brad.
really able to see that in my actions. I was not nice. I hurt a lot of people just for looking at me wrong.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, you could
Well,
generally
that's
tell.
because your background
And
and
they, I mean, they would,
your job.
when I would walk through the hallways in high school, people would part like Moses parting the Red
The Red
Sea,
Sea.
and they would look at the ground. It was like there was a student who came to the high school I was at, well, one of the ones I was at, and he goes, "What are you like royalty or something?"
Damn right.
I just got a reputation, and it followed. It actually preceded me,
Yeah.
but it was a deserved reputation. But when I played
Yeah.
football, I was a lot nicer,
Hmm.
a lot calmer.
Well, in this
Except
world
when I
now,
was on the
Brad, it's
field.
hard to do that. So,
When I was on the field, I was not a nice guy.
yeah.
I had no problem with hitting you and trying to break a bone. That
It's
was
true.
always,
It's very true.
it was always my main goal. If I could put someone out for the season, I'm happy. I did my job properly
Right.
because I played for Cobleskill. The high school used to be known as the Red Devils,
No.
and I played two positions. I played offense and defense. For offense, I was a tight end. For defense, I was a defensive tackle.
Hmm.
I weighed 142 pounds,
Oh, wow.
but I hit harder than people that weighed.
That's right. That's how I but that's also why I've just learned a lot from my brother. Just he's a year and a half older than me, and he is, that's my big bubba, and I do and can easily get information, but I don't reveal or say because I'm not going to get him in trouble or cost him his job. And I just know, and he does these because I wanted to know. He knows, like my husband does, that I, with Cushy and especially Kim, we, like I was saying earlier, are so much alike, except, and I think it's up here somewhere. Cushy even said it, and I love that what you've been saying in chat, Cushy, and I love you.
Oh, me too.
And but she's right, and that when I say me and Kim share more than just our names being the same, it's just like even still after all these months, like we'll find out at least every other day something about each other that's like, whoa, that sister brain, you
Mhm.
know, especially when we text each other and it's like at the same time. I'm getting one from her as I'm sending one to her. I'm like, that is weird. Woo.
Great minds think
And
alike.
but
Oh yeah.
Cushy says about toughening Kim up, and yeah, she does. But she doesn't need to change her personality. And I get what Cushy is saying because I think it was a few days ago. I can't remember. Kim knows I'm not very good at my memory. Yeah, my memory
Much
kind of when
better.
my get up and go got up and left, it went with it. But I like to laugh. I feel laughter is the best medicine. Everyone who's known me, for a while now, I am a bit much. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. Not a lot of people can handle me or my joking or my rambling, as that weirdo put it. I don't even give them a name because they're
Yeah.
nothing. They're but a vapor to me, and they don't pay my bills. They don't care for me. They don't, and they showed their true colors, but that's fine
Yeah.
because in the end, I feel like I still gained so much than I lost. I didn't lose anything.
Oh,
But
I definitely did.
yeah, I
It was a
gained.
very big blessing for me.
hmm I gained Cushy and Kim and Night Owl, and I got all of you that are amazing and support Kim throughout this thing. I know Cushy will agree, like it, and I even told Kim, and she knows, like, not the only thing that's different besides our names. We're pretty much could be twins, but it's the where Kim is more laid back until you bring her to that point of you're about to get cussed out and you'll be leaving in tears, where I will most likely right out of the gun. You say it about her, I'm going at it. I'm just like, who are you to say, right? Go do something productive.
Mm-hmm.
Volunteer. I do when I
Help out a
can.
friend.
Be a friend. Quit being an ass. Like, you are only making a joke of yourself when you're going to take someone as sweet. Even her sweet, they talk about her. They say, "Oh, there's Kim, sweet Kim Maple with her little child sweet voice, like she's innocent." Yeah, well, you know what? Did you pick her voice? No, asshole. God did.
Exactly.
That's where it's like Kim knows, and I know Cushy and Night Owl because they've known me the longest. That are on Kim's channel that know me, that they've heard me say how my best friend of 35 years will tell people, "Oh yeah, Kim is just sweet as iced tea." But she will cut a hoe in a heartbeat if you talk about her family, her friends, her family friends, or her babies. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Right.
Because I learned to shoot at 6, and I'm really good. I don't miss. Don't try me. Because
I got away from the violence after I came home.
mm-hmm.
Kind of got it all out of my system when I was in the military.
Yeah, that happens. I think that's what my husband
But
said.
I tell people all the time because I help a lot of the people out. I'm always doing something for someone.
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell them, don't mistake my kindness
For weakness.
Because if you know anyone in this town, you ask them about me, and they'll tell you if he's being nice, be happy, accept it, but don't push.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he goes bad, if he goes mean, there ain't nothing we can do to help you.
Right.
I've even had the cops tell me that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
My brother will tell anybody too. Like, don't what? You're worried about Kim? No, she's fine. Well, she's been very quiet talking about me. And my brother would say, "Oh," and they'd be like, "What?" He's like, "Well,
what'd you
that's
do?
when you need to worry." When
Yeah,
Kim,
what'd you do? What drove
yeah,
her?
well,
Quiet.
who pissed her off? Because it's not just that I talk a lot. That's when you need to worry. He told them, like, "Oh, she's hasn't responded. She's been quiet." Yeah, he
Not
would
good.
tell them. My brother would say, "Oh, that's not good."
I got
Like, what do you mean? He was like,
I
"Well,
got
I
4
would be
ways.
afraid. When Kim is quiet, be afraid." That's what he would tell people. Because
I've
the
got
quiet ones,
I've
because
got
I'm like
4
thinking in
ways.
my head, and I'm not violent, but I'm playing a little movie in my head about the 100 ways I will torture you until you're death.
I've got 4 ways that everybody knows when I'm starting to get angry. My voice raises a little bit. Then the drill sergeant voice comes out. Then you hear the real southern, deep Texas twang come out.
That's me,
And
Texas,
then I shut up.
right?
And I won't talk to anybody. When that happens,
Run.
I've seen people look at someone and say, "Oh shit, he just went from screaming to not talking." If you want advice and you want to live, leave the state, leave the eastern seaboard.
Right.
In fact, move west of the Rockies and stay there until he's not mad anymore.
Right.
And
I
maybe
agree with that,
you'll
Cushy.
survive it.
Oh, I
Because
like Shades. Shades, that's about right too. That's cute.
I had one guy he really upset me. I mean, he really pissed me off. And I walked all the way from New York to this little town in California
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
and tracked him down to that little town to where he was living, pulled him out of his house, and beat the holy hell out of him. With the cops there. With the cops right there. They then turned around and looked at the cops and said, "You want to arrest me? Arrest me. But this is what he did and this is what he deserved."
Right.
And when I was done explaining everything, the cops looked at him and said, "Yep, he got what he deserved."
Oh
He needed less-
yeah, I agree, Cushy. Cushy said, "When the times are heated, I get heated." I like that one.
Yeah.
I really don't enjoy being angry.
I don't either.
I don't like it. I dealt with anger like
Mhm.
from other people most of my life. And when I get mean and angry and it's over, I'm like, why did you do that? Like,
Yeah.
did it help anything? No.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I'm the same way. I try not to get angry
Yeah. That's best.
because
We're told to love your
Mhm.
enemies.
it means that the person's living in my head rent free. And
Yeah.
no, if you're going to live in my head, you're paying me rent.
Right. Get out or start paying,
So
because it's not so hard to do. I've learned that
plus, my
you
body
can
does,
easily replace a negative thought as quickly with a positive one.
yep,
And
my body doesn't heal up as quick as it did when I was 18.
oh well, mine not.
No.
Mine doesn't.
No,
either.
God, no.
if I get hurt, it hurts longer. I don't like
Yeah.
pain. At one
Oh,
time, I loved it, but I got a great pain tolerance. But I don't like it.
good. I don't.
Right.
God,
Like I
stop.
used to, when I was a nurse in my nursing career and everything, I could go for, I'd do doubles sometimes, 2 back-to-back 12-hour shifts. Wasn't affected at all. But now I couldn't do a 12 minutes back-to-back. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But it's just, you have to, basically it's all about just finding a different way to do things.
Oh, yeah.
And you never give up. Don't give up, because once you give up, that's it. So
I
you
used,
don't ever want to do that. But like with Kim, I just made it like a decision one day. I was like, I am so sick of her not saying. You know what? I'm doing it for her. Because, but I didn't. I respected her reasons, or what, that she didn't. But I wanted them to know that what you did by doing that to Kim, there are so many, a rap sheet of charges you could get with, and up to a 4th-degree felony and $10,000 fine. So
Yeah.
keep on. Hopefully one of these days, and it will happen, I assure you, because at 47, I think I'm still kind of, haven't lost all of my mind yet anyway. I do know that it's coming, because someone has recently, and I think we all probably know the names. It doesn't need to be said, but
Nope.
someone's been turned in and to their own police department and whatever in their county, and they don't care, and said, oh, they never do anything, they don't care, but they do. Oh, they do.
And nobody on this planet is invincible.
No.
No.
Like, I don't know where they got the boulder size balls, but go back and get your 2 peas because you're swinging an empty one to me. Your sack is completely empty.
It might take the cops a while, but that's only because they're building a case, and
Yep.
if they want to, it'll be airtight, and you're screwed.
Right.
Right?
I've done stuff that I thought I just knew I got away with it. Nobody seen me. Nobody knew nothing. No press. No DNA. Nothing. And then it bite me.
I have to ask Cushy real quick if it's a spell check or is that my new nickname for with Cushy? Am I Kimmer?
I think so. I think you're
I was
Kimmer.
like, wait a minute, is it autocorrect or our Cushy was I just bestowed a nickname by our Cushy? And I
Good
guess
night,
so.
Adam.
I'm Kimmer.
Sweet dreams.
Bye, Adam.
And I gotta jump off here because I gotta cook me something to eat. I haven't ate yet.
Oh, Brad, you're supposed to be taking care of yourself.
Well, when I get hungry, I eat. When I'm not, I don't. And
Right.
now
Yeah.
my body's starting to tell me you need to eat.
Yeah, I'm like that. I'm not a big breakfast person. I'll have my coffee and have to take my medications like I'm an 84-year-old, but gotta do what I gotta do to.
I'm the same way. I drink a cup of coffee in the morning, and I'm drinking sweet tea or Kool-Aid or whatever.
Yeah, they won't
I
let
love
me.
Monsters.
I have to have water, or I'll get kidney stones.
I drink that at night, usually because I eat edibles and smoke.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
So I drink a lot of water at night.
Yeah, because that makes you have like that cotton mouth.
Oh yeah, and when I say I drink a lot of water,
you're a fish.
I'll fill this up with water.
Oh wow!
Wow.
It's still got a little ice in it, but I'll fill that up with ice and water, and I'll drink 3 of them a night.
Yeah.
So
exactly,
yeah,
Cushy. We're here and we're alive.
Yep. Well, thank you so much, Brad, for being up here with me.
Oh yeah,
I love hearing your stories.
Oh yeah, we do. And which is it? Who was the one that died? Was it Brad that died 14 times? And
yeah.
Did he already give his testimony for that, or is that
kind of not like fully, but kind of?
Oh, because I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we
need to do that.
Get together one night and.
Oh, we will. And Kim does plan it, and she'll get to it. Just so much going on in both of our lives right now that it's just kind of like hectic.
Well, Brad, if you want, you could put your email in the back chat. And then I could get a hold of you, and when me and Kim are able to do that.
Well, I don't care who knows my email.
Okay.
Well, the purpose of putting it in the back chat is because people like me aren't going to remember.
It's just I'm the type of guy where nobody can dox me because I have a habit of doxing myself.
Right.
The trolls the trolls to come at me. So.
Oh, and I've told them too, after they did that to Kim, I was like, absolutely unacceptable. But I even told Kim, I was like, I don't give 2 F's if they dox me because I'm not scared of them. For crying out loud, we have Vivint security, and if they get through that, I have my 40, my 9mm Glock 43. I'll unload that 6 clip.
If somebody gets through my swords and gets to me, I've got my baby.
Yep.
There you go.
Colt 45 Peacemaker. Underwood armor with Under Armour 45 caliber 350 grain
Yeah.
hollow points.
See, I even remember me and Kim were talking one night, and someone in chat went, "What? 6 years old and you were shooting a gun?" I'm like, that is not uncommon for kids in Texas.
I was shooting a gun when I was 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, that's about
I grew up
right.
in Texas
Yeah.
until I was 13. I'm originally from Temple, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
60 miles east of Boston, 30 miles south of Waco.
Yeah. I don't know. I was very tiny for a kid.
Still are. You're so tiny.
So
So
was
I think I was 10 when I started shooting a gun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, people
This
tease,
time-
like they'll say, "I came out of the womb with my own gun."
First time I shot a really a good shotgun that had some kick to it was a 16 gauge.
Ugh. I was 13 when I had to kill a raccoon.
I put a 16 gauge, 2 1/4 inch slug, dead center on a hanging rope on the knot of it. The knot was that big.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had a bruised shoulder for quite some time because I was actually 12 and a half, I believe. And I was staying with one of my aunts that lived in the country, and she had a 2 little Pomeranian fur babies, and they had a chain link fence out there just for the dog to go potty. But in the country, and here's this humongous raccoon that I swear was bigger than Texas itself, and it would have killed both those dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And I just, I grabbed the shotgun that was right there in the carport next to the fence in the back door, and I just aimed and bam. And you want to talk about being thrown back 5 feet and like,
Oh, a 12
whoa.
gauge. To me, I shot a 12 gauge that they call thumper.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you gotta brace yourself. It's got a bit of a kick. And I had this, oh, it's not gonna hurt me attitude.
Oh, I'm gonna be big and bad, and
Oh yeah, and I shot
how
that
you
gun
doing
and it
over
was
there?
like,
Across
boom,
the
I'm like,
40
holy
acres.
The biggest kick that ever hurt my shoulder from a gun that I fired was a double twist.
Hang on. Hey, Kim, I'm going to hop back down into the chat because I've got to go do something really quick, but I'll be in chat.
Okay, honey.
Okay, love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
But yeah, it was a double twist elephant gun.
Oh, wow.
And
I've seen.
I thought I had it tightened up against my shoulder, but it dislocated.
I'm surprised. I was just going to say that. I was just going to say that. I'm surprised it didn't dislocate your shoulder.
It did.
Wow.
And that's the hardest kicking gun I've ever fired.
Oh, I can imagine so.
But I still hit my target.
Well, that's what matters, I guess.
I wasn't dead center, but I was center mass, so I was happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I better get out of here and go get something to eat. Otherwise, I'm going to.
Yeah, I've been on for a while, so I do thank you and appreciate you coming up and talking with me. And I hope you have the rest of your evening. I hope it's good.
I hope you have it really good as well. And I love coming up and talking with you. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're very easy to talk to.
You know, I've been told that. I never believed it.
Well, it's true. Good.
I'll probably go live sometime this weekend. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try to make it. Do you know what day?
I never know when I'm going to go live. Just, I'm going live. Okay, let's go live.
Okay. Well, I'll try to look for it.
All right. And I'll see everyone. All y'all have a good night.
All right, Brad.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right. Well, that was good. I had fun. I hope you guys did too. It's crazy we've been on for 2 hours. But no, I had a great time. I love seeing all you guys, and that's why I'm still here. I really enjoy you guys, hanging out with you guys and talking. So I hope you all have a great night, and try to have a good weekend, and just, you know, try to be nice to somebody or everybody. It does make a little bit of a difference. Um, but I will try to see you next week. I doubt I go live again this week. The rest of this week, I will be busy. But I love you guys. And I will see you next time. All right. Bye bye.